Good morning students. Today we discussed about nature and scope of economics. In previous classes we discussed already what is microeconomics, what is macroeconomics, all this and division of microeconomics, macroeconomics, all these things we discussed. Let me discuss today class nature and scope of economics. Actually, economics is a social study which studies about individual institutions engaged in production, consumption, distribution of goods and services. And also economics explains us human wants are unlimited, but satisfying resources are limited. How to satisfy the human wants and needs with limited resource? All these things we know from the study of economics. Okay. First of all, what is the nature of economics? First we discussed about actually traditional economics theory divided into many branches like consumption, production, exchange, distribution, income, employment, planning and economic development. Okay, again see consumption, production, exchange, distribution, income, employment, planning and economic development are the traditional economic concept. Traditional economics concept. Next, modern, according to modern economics, basis on the scope and importance, economics divided into two categories by Ragnar Fish, microeconomics and macroeconomics. So, first of all, we discussed about the traditional economics concept. First one is the consumption. Consumption means in a economy different economic level persons to satisfy their needs and wants, they are depend on the variable goods and services. With the help of different goods and services, they are satisfying their needs and wants. So total economic activity depends on consumption. Consumption is the main base for production, exchange, distribution and all economic activities. For consumption purpose only, organizer producing different variable goods and services. So, consumption is the main important base for all economic activities. Okay, next we discussed about the production. Second one, production always bases on the consumption of goods and services and productive factors. Okay, like we discussed about production. Production is the process of conversion of raw materials into final goods. Conversion of raw materials into final goods by adding the form, place and time utility to the raw materials. For example, with the help of raw materials, organizer producing different variable goods and services for economy. So, productive factors here playing vital role in production activity. So actually the factors which participate in production are called factors of production. Listen carefully. The factor which participate in production are called factors of production. Okay, what are they? What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, organizer. Land, labor, capital and organizer. These four factors are factors of production, productive factors. Okay, with the help of these productive factors, organizer producing variable goods and services for society. And these are the inputs. These are the inputs. Finally, here production means the conversion of inputs to output. Output means final goods. Here outputs means final goods. Organizer with the help of inputs is producing output means final goods or consumption goods or consumer goods. Okay na? Right. Land, labor, capital, organizer. These are the inputs or productive factors or factors of production. With the help of these four productive factors, organizer producing variable goods and services for economy. Finally, the conversion of inputs into outputs is known as production. The conversion of inputs into outputs or final goods is known as production. Okay, next is exchange. Third one, next concept is exchange. Exchange means here one good exchange for another good. It is the concerned with exchange of a good. A good may be exchanged for another good. Okay? And in sometimes these goods here exchange means it is concerned with exchange of a good. A good may be exchanged for another good or for money is known as here exchange. Actually, when money was not introduced, goods are exchanged for goods only. So that system is known as barter system. The barter system was implemented in a period days. When money was introduced, here we have different type of goods and services purchasing with money. The value of different goods and services we are converting into the monetary terms and we purchasing. So these all activities known as exchange. These all activities known as here exchange. Next one is distribution. Fourth one, fourth one is distribution. Okay, next we discussed about distribution. Distribution is another important activity in economics. It explains goods and services are distributed among the various factors of production. How the organizer consuming different type of productive factors in production activity. So here producer consuming the service of land, labor, capital, organization in production activity. So here producer should pay remunerations for these four productive factors are factors of production. So that remuneration is known as distribution. Here in the distribution process, organizer using the service of land. For service of land, you should pay remuneration in the form of rent. In the form of rent. Sir, labors, the form of wages. Capital, interest. Finally, profit or loss goes to organizer. Profit or loss. So, land for rent and labor for wages, capital for interest, organizers profit or loss. These are the distribution, income distribution among four productive factors in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. And this is the distribution. And how the national income distribute among total population, also known as one of the economic activity. It is also known as distribution. So how the income distribute among four productive factors is known as distribution. Okay, next we discussed about the income. Income, to earn the income, individuals and institutions, they completely engaged on production, distribution and different economic activities. On production, distribution and different economic activities, engaged in different sectors to earn the income. Income is the main economic, to earn the income is the main economic activity here. Okay, but here income is always dynamic, and one sector to another sector, always it flows from one sector to another sector. And individual earn income by participating in various economic activities. That activities are always related to the production of material and immaterial goods and services. Production of material and immaterial goods and services. This is the about income. Income is always not constant, always dynamic. Income flows from one sector to another sector and one sector to another sector. And next we discussed about employment. Sixth concept, sixth concept is the employment. Here the level of employment in an economy depends on the demand for the consumption of goods and services. Always demand for the consumption of goods and services and investment also. And here full employment means employment of all those who are able to work and who are willing to work at a prevailing wage rate. Who are able to work as well as willing to work at a prevailing wage rate is known as full employment. Okay, when a economy reaches the full employment, here the investment, consumption and investment is playing main vital role in the economy. Always the employment rate depends on consumption and as well as the here investment. Okay, next one is the planning. Next one is the planning. Seventh concept is planning. Here, planning means economic planning is essential for proper and efficient utilization of available resources. Actually, planning in our India came into force 1951. Economic growth and economic development always possible with the help of or implementation of planning only. Here, with the help of plannings only, we can properly utilize the all natural resource as well as the human resource also. Economic growth, economic development always depends on implementation of planning. Implementation of planning. With the help of planning, possible to utilize the natural resource as well as human resource profitably in economic activities. So, planning is to achieve the proper goals, to achieve the decided goals. Planning is one of the main important tool. So, economic growth and economic development always possible with the help of planning only. Next, we discussed about economic development. Economic development means eighth one. Okay. Economic development means here economic growth as well as socio-economical, political, cultural development of the economy is known as economic development. Economic growth means increasing the output from different sectors is known as economic growth. So, economic growth as well as social development, political development, cultural development, multi-development of the economy is known as economic development. So, it is the one of the important aspect. With the help of plannings only, we can reach the economic development. And finally, according to modern economist, economics divided into two categories. Day to day, the scope and importance of the economics highly increased. So, Ragnar Fish divided into modern economics into two categories, microeconomics and macroeconomics. And microeconomics means here is it explains us individual things, individual income, individual films, and individual. This is one of the branch. Only it studies one of the branch only. And these microeconomics also known as the price theory. And microeconomics always studies about the price pricing, factor pricing, and economic welfare. Only the three aspects. It is related to the developed nations. And next one is the macroeconomics. Macro and economics. According to modern economics, macroeconomics is very wide, and macroeconomics means very large. It explains about economy as whole, socio-economical, political, all situations we can learn about macroeconomics. Total employment, total output, and total income, and total earning of the persons, completely aggregate demand, aggregate supply, all these dimensional multi-development will know from the macroeconomic aspect. Okay, according to modern approaches, microeconomics and macroeconomics. But traditional economics views nature and scope of the economics divided into 8 categories: consumption, production, exchange, distribution, income, employment, planning and economic development. According to modern approach, economics divided into 2 categories: microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomic studies about individual aspects. Macroeconomic studies economy as whole. So, dear students, tomorrow we discussed about another topic about goods. Okay, thank you.